I'm joined today by Tony Dorsett and Everson Walls. And the reason that these guys are together today is because they're going to get together again on May the 17th for an event called Brotherhood for Good. It's benefiting the Ron Springs Gift for Life Foundation. It's also benefiting the Brighter Generation Foundation. And what's cool about it is you're going to get a bunch of folks that played for either Ohio State or the Dallas Cowboys. And of course, the connection for that is a guy named Terry Glenn, who played for both, and Ron Springs, who played for both. And these guys both knew Ron Springs well. Why is this cause something that you're interested in supporting, Everson?
Well, you know, it was just so unfortunate when Ron passed and just the way he passed and just all the potential that was left unfulfilled, so to speak, the things that he wanted to get done, especially, when you're talking about people, living a more healthy life. And of course, doing good for other people, because that's what Ron always did. We both had, we were in business together. That was about 15, 20 years ago. And we would go around helping all kind of different charities around the state, around the country. And we would raise money all the time. So that's what Ron was all about. And he taught me how to do it. So, that's why I'm a part of it. Because, that's kind of what Ron and I did together for quite some time.
There's going to be a bunch of guys there. They're going to have an NFL roundtable, guys like Eddie George, Drew Pearson, people like that telling stories. And I'm sure there'll be some about Ron Springs. Tony, you played in the same backfield with Ron. What should people know about him? What kind of guy was this?
Ron was a very carefree guy. He was he's a very funny guy. Ron was a very sincere guy. When you're talking about a friend, when you made a friend with Ron Springs, you had a friend forever. Mm-hmm. He was a guy that, as we called him, the rookie that never was, because Ron Springs could make friends, I swear to God, with anybody. I mean, we would be places, and Ron, you sitting there talking to somebody, you thinking it's somebody that he knows, or he's known from somewhere else, and he just met them. I mean, he's just a very kind-hearted, open-hearted, funny guy, a guy that he enjoyed life.
Everybody that met Ron, they liked him, and even to this day, if you bring up Ron Springs' name, the first thing before they say a word, the first thing they'll do is smile.
Yeah,
and then they'll come out with
some story,
some great story. And they probably, like Tony said, they probably hadn't even known him for that long before that whatever story occurred. So he never met a person he didn't like. He was never intimidated by anybody, and it was a little bit contagious. You know what I mean? Because as he would go into a situation, a room full of people or whatever, nobody knows anybody. And he would just take control and just go into the room and just start talking trash. And everybody all of a sudden knew he was in the room, and they gravitated towards him. And we had no choice but to, get involved with it. And next thing you know, we all having a good time. So that's kind of how he entered every room, just like that.
Why was that good from a football standpoint? Why is it good to have a guy like that in your locker room?
Well, I think more than anything, it loosens everybody up. Because especially when you were going to training camps that were run by Coach Landry, it was very, very, very serious. And when you have somebody like a lighthearted guy like Ron Springs that can keep everything going, keep it going easy, man. I mean, it was funny, man. Some of the times just to see some of the things he might say or he may do, but the thing about it was, but he was always a serious guy. But he always know how to lighten up a serious situation. Right. I mean, he would come out and do something, say something, do something, and everybody start laughing. Like, coaches may not like it, but it was great for the players.
Tom Landry liked him.
Yeah,
Tom Landry
liked it because
really
he kept everybody
Ron.
loose.
He really did, and he hated to say that he liked Ron because that would have gone totally against everything that Tom believed. But Tom actually liked Ron a lot. He was one of the few people that would make Tom smile.
Yeah, I mean, and matter of fact, Ron was one of the few guys on the team that would go up and say, man, we want to do this, man. Ask Coach Landry, man, can we do this? Ron said, okay.
He was like Mikey. Remember the commercial, Mikey?
Ron said, okay. Ron had no problem going up there and asking Coach Landry, can we do this? Can we do that? Can we not do this? And every time he went to ask for it, he got what he wanted.
And you talk about the locker room, back in the 70s, 80s, and really today, there's always a serious issue in the room, whether it's racism, whether it's violence or whatever. Ron could always make fun of it. And it was like, the big elephant in the room, and he just made everything so comfortable because he made a joke about it. And so everybody's like, you know what? It's not that serious. And that was that's why we needed him in the locker room, because you've got people coming from all over the country, all different backgrounds. And he was really able to bring us together.
That's why he was labeled the rookie that never was. Right. I mean, he came in there, man, all the veterans, everybody liked him, man, because he had something funny to do.
Right.
And, but the thing is, he showed up, too. I mean, when he practiced, he practiced hard. In the game, he played hard. But, he was like, I mean, we used to tease him, call him Edie Amin. He said, I Edie Amin and I mean business.
He came up with that one just on the spot, right?
He came with that, man. Everybody just started rolling, man. And I mean business. Man. He was so funny, man. He was, and we had it was over there off of Forest and Abrams, the old practice facility. We had a little row there called Ghetto Row. I don't know why they call it Ghetto Row.
Why they call it Ghetto Row.
Maybe because it was all black players or something.
All the players that wanted to be black.
Yeah. And so we had a lot of fun, and we would always, Coach Landry, it was just something, man, because we would all, and Ron would always be holding court, and Coach Landry come by, he just like this.
Yeah.
Keep on walking.
He would walk faster.
He walked
as he got by Ghetto Row, he would pick up his step. Because he didn't want Ron saying anything.
He didn't want
anyone to call attention to Ron that Tom was passing by. That's right.
It was crazy, man.
That's
It was
funny.
fun. But like I said, the rookie that never was, man. Everybody gravitated to Ron. He just had one of those personalities, man, that everybody liked him. Yeah. Even my mother.
Well, if you guys haven't figured it out, there are going to be some amazing Dallas Cowboys stories. There's probably going to be some good Ohio State stories. There's going to be a lot of really good football stories, a lot of really good folks you're going to want to meet and things like that at this event. So it's coming up. It's on May the 17th. It's a place called Verona Villa up in Frisco. Mm-hmm. And RonSpringsGiftForLife.org is where you find out more information about that. With Tony Dorsett and Everson Walls for the Fort Worth Weekly, I'm Rush Olson.